Stock market plunged again today amid the coronavirus outbreak. So what does it mean for the economy? Where might we go from here? Joining us right now to help sort this out is Dave Caruso of Coastal Capital Group. Thank you so much for coming on. It was good to see you.
My pleasure. You know, after 40 years doing this, I'm still loved with the fact that you call me on bad days.
Bad days. It's never a good day when we call you. It's true. The Dow, certainly not a good day. Down 2,300 points, a bit more than that. In fact, 10% of its value in one day. They had to halt trading again on the New York Stock Exchange. Why such a drop today?
You know, I think it's just a continuation. I mean, if we look at what happened to the devastation in the last 3 months, I mean, this was the middle of December that we were dealing with this, and then all of a sudden it just came right over us. And I looked at it and, you know, I said, guess what? We now have the old bear market is gone and the new one has to begin at some point in time. But this has just been one of the craziest events that I've seen. You know, over 40 years, I've probably seen at least 20 or 30 major events. This is the one that ran the fastest that I've seen, and we're not even sure why. But I think the major factor is it's not just about the economy anymore. It's about health care, and it's about supporting a system that we have to now learn to work with. And we haven't had to deal with that, and we're having some troubles right now.
And perhaps realizing where we're weak as well.
Absolutely.
Question for you, and I hate to be worst case scenario person here, but how low could we go? I mean, each day we're talking about some of the biggest one-day drops we've ever seen, if not the biggest.
Yeah. I think in looking at the worst times that I saw was back in '87, and that was the first time. Remember, they had futures then, and that happened in the markets. I have never seen, really, if you look through a 5 or 10 or 20-year cycle, you'll get out of those. Now, can it go down 15, 20, 25? It was 38% in the last time we had one of the worst markets. So those things can happen. The problem is, the same way they go down, they tend to go up quickly as well. So let's hope that continues as well.
Okay.
Dave, when something like this happens, I really like to focus on personal finance, because I think the people who know the insides and outsides of Wall Street, a person like yourself, those people know what to do. But personal finance, you're looking at your 401k, you're thinking about retiring in a couple of years. Give us the lowdown of what people need to be thinking right now, what their mindset needs to be.
Yeah, we're not good as Americans when it comes to taking care of our finances. So I think what you have to do is have a strategy. And what that means is you've got to figure out, how's my balance? And a typical balance for retirement is maybe about 60% of a portfolio ought to be into stocks, 40% in bonds. But in between, we have to plan. It used to be in the older days, oh, let's just buy a product and see what happens. Now it's about your life, because everybody's different, and we're doing things differently. So it's becoming more unique. And it has to be people getting involved with where they are. And they weren't before. They were just kind of listening. But it's days and weeks like this. It's a wake-up call, and it does get people thinking again. So I don't see anything draconian, but I do think that people have to start thinking about this stuff.
So day to day, you don't go out and do anything tomorrow because of what's happening if you're just a regular investor.
You stay the course.
Yeah, absolutely. And the one thing that people absolutely don't want to do is, because I don't know anybody that can figure out when to get out of the market in a market like this, and then come back in. So that's what you have to watch out for right now, trying to figure out, oh, I know what the market's going to do. Well, if I did, I wouldn't be here probably. So the reality is you don't know what's happening, and you have to prepare yourself now.
The Federal Reserve announced today it's injecting $1.5 trillion into short-term lending markets. These are banks, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what does that mean, and how could it help?
You know what? If we didn't have any money in our pocket, then we wouldn't feel so good. And right now, the Fed's taking that money and saying, we have to have cash flow. We have to see that there's money coming, and we're getting support from that. And it's going to be, over a period of time. But we have to have something that says we've got a backup plan, and we have money in our pockets. And that's what we need right now when we have a crisis, when people don't know where to turn.
You mentioned that this is just an unprecedented time. You've never seen anything like this. Typically, when stocks fall, we see bond prices go up. That didn't happen yesterday. What did that tell us?
We've got another war now. It's the battle of the bonds versus the battle of the stocks. And right now, we have this strange thing which is called an inverted yield curve. It means that if you want to put your money in a bank, you actually have to pay them to do that in Europe. So in looking at these things, this is a very strange phenomena, and we don't quite know how to deal with it. And that's why we're now having the battle of the stocks versus the bonds.
Interesting.
So when it comes to, you mentioned that it is now a bear market, which means we've dropped at least 20%, no longer a bull market. Historically, how long might this take to turn around? I don't expect you to break out a crystal ball all of a sudden, but we were flirting to almost 30,000. Now we're down around 21,000. How long does it normally take to come back?
You know, if you look at the long-term cycles in at least the last 40 years, it's probably going to be between, you know, to short term, it's probably going to see recovery within the next year.
Wow. Okay.
But that doesn't mean it's going to go fast. And because we don't know what the revenue streams are going to be, we don't know what the economy is going to do. We don't know where we're going to watch a basketball game right now. So how could we make those determinations?
Not going to watch any basketball game as of right now. They're all being suspended. President Trump went on TV last night, partly to try to calm the markets. He announced he's extending the tax filing deadline for some people. He's hoping to cut payroll taxes. He's providing some other relief to hourly workers. It apparently was not enough today for investors. What can the federal government do? What can the Trump administration do to try to calm the markets?
I don't think an administration can do it. I think we all have to kind of jump in, and I think we absolutely have to fix this thing. You know, we have to get these markets going, and the reality is it's going to take a while to do that. There's no magic formula. It truly is a matter of saying, okay, let's do this gradually, because we're the biggest country in the nation. We live in an area that has incredible health care, but guess what? We've got to step up to the plate, and we've got a bit of an election coming up, so let's see if maybe this will have some impact, and maybe it'll move a little bit faster, trying to be an optimist here.
Well, let's say, if you're trying to be an optimist, you're looking at this saying, you know, there's got to be a silver lining. I'm going to buy some stocks. And I love to travel. Someday I'm going to travel again. Maybe I'll buy airline stocks. What would you say to somebody that thinks now might be the time to capitalize on some of these very low stock prices?
I think it's a great idea. Just be careful if you haven't done it before, because it's a lot easier said than done. But you're absolutely right. Look at what's happening to the airline stocks, and we're going to see more of that. We'll look at what's happening. Are we going to go into a restaurant now? Are we going to go to a game? All of these things are factors in there. But yes, you're supposed to buy low and and sell high, and that's really what the premise is. And it never feels good in a market like this. But don't jump out there and do something. But you do look for values, and people don't do that generally. They're too late to react.
Dip your toe in the water, maybe.
Yeah.
It's interesting you said there's no sort of magic formula. I think the only magic formula right now is for someone to come forward and say, coronavirus is gone. We have no more cases.
That's what it's going to take.
That might help. And who knows how long that will take. In the meantime, we always thank you for coming in and giving us your expertise.
My
Great to
pleasure.
have you
Thank you
here,
very
Tim.
much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you having me in. Next time, the market's going to be up, right?
That's
All right,
right.
we'll bring
We're
it
going
back.
to
Call you when
celebrate.
it's at 30,000 again.
I'll take that.
Thanks, Dave.
You don't have to wait that long.
All right, we won't.